Shorthand, higher grade, second paper, elaboration and condensation, 120 words per minute to 9 minutes. Passage number 6. Ten seconds. Five seconds. Now write down elaboration. Number 1. You have passed training course in carpentry in the Industrial Training Institute. You started a small workshop for making articles of furniture in use in banks, government offices and business houses. 5 workers on daily wage basis are already employed with order for rupees 10,000 on hand. You badly require running capital. Write an application to bank for loan assistance of rupees 5,000 under self-employment scheme with the promise of suitable security and necessary documents in support. Number 2. Thefts in your locality are on the increase. Water meters and cycles are the main target. House breaks also are not infrequent. The hand of ex-convicts is not ruled out. There is danger to life and property, and residents are in the grip of fear. There is no police station nearby. Regular night patrolling by police essential to stop this and restore confidence in the people. Write a representation as from the residents to the concerned police authority of the district. Number 3. A lorry collided with an ambassador car carrying a doctor's family on Vijayawada, Hyderabad highway in the early hours of the previous day. The driver and the doctor in the front seat received serious head injuries, while the doctor's wife and 2 children escaped with minor injuries. The doctor and the driver were admitted as inpatients in the Osmania General Hospital, and the condition of the driver reported serious. The lorry was stopped by the nearby villagers and the driver handed over to the police. The lorry is understood to be carrying fertilizers to Vijayawada, presumably for black marketing. Police investigation is going on. Write an eyewitness account of the accident to the press and commend the very helpful attitude of the villagers. Number 4. You have registered your name in the local employment exchange under one job, one family scheme. 1 year has elapsed and no call has come yet. You have furnished the necessary certificates and proof. You have to look after a large family with brothers and sisters going to school. Your father is old, having retired from active service years back. Government has introduced the scheme with good intentions and it has to be implemented in all sincerity at the lower levels. You fear discrimination and utter neglect of genuine cases. Write a complaint to the Director of Employment with all details. Number 5. A well-reputed company requires a private secretary to the general manager. Graduate with proficiency in shorthand and typewriting essential. Experience in filling and capacity to independently handle confidential correspondence desirable. Provident fund, bonus and other fringe benefits available. Salary rupees 500 plus usual allowances. Higher start will be considered in deserving cases at the discretion of the company. Candidates must be prepared to come for the interview at their own cost. Prepare an application stating your qualifications and ask for higher start showing your long relevant experience. Condensation. Mr. Speaker, sir, you have been pleased to say many generous things about the members of this house and to my great embarrassment about me. I should like to offer you my grateful thanks, and I am sure I speak on behalf of the house also when I offer you their thanks for your kind words. It is befitting that on this occasion when this parliament stands at the edge of its own dissolution, there should be some valedictory references to our past. Since you have been good enough to make a reference to the work of this parliament, I am taking the liberty of also saying a few words. We have gone through during these 5 years tremendous amount of work, and as you have said, the speeches have covered, I do not know how many millions of pages. Questions have also been asked, and altogether a vast quantity of paper has been consumed. Yet the historian of the future will probably not pay too much attention to the number of speeches or the hours which the speeches have taken or to the number of questions, but rather to the deeper things that go towards the making of a nation. Here we have sat in this parliament, the sovereign authority of India, responsible for the country's governance. Surely there can be no higher responsibility or greater privilege than to be a member of this sovereign body, which is responsible for the fate of the vast number of human beings who live in this country. All of us, if not always, at any rate, from time to time, must have felt this high sense of responsibility and destiny to which we had lived here, as indeed people have lived all over the world at a moment of great change and transition, of fast upsets and revolutionary process. Not only have we been part of that world drama, but we have had our own drama also. It would be interesting for someone to take a rather distant view of the drama of these 5 years, and more not being lost in the innumerable confusing details, but seeing this broad current of history in motion in this country. How far has it moved? What changes has it brought? How far has it laid stable conditions for this Republic of India, which the people of India created a few years back? That is the important consideration. Not how many speeches we have delivered or how many questions we have asked. We choose this system of parliamentary democracy deliberately. We choose it not only because, to some extent, we had always thought on those lines previously, but because we thought it was in keeping with our own old traditions, not the old traditions as they were, but adjusted to the new conditions and new surroundings. We chose it also. Let us give credit where credit is due, because we approved of its functioning in other countries, more especially the United Kingdom. So this Parliament and the Lok Sabha became to some extent like the British Parliament and the British House of Commons in regard to our rules of procedure and methods of work. Parliamentary democracy demands many more virtues. It demands, of course, ability. It demands a certain devotion to work. But it demands also a large measure of cooperation, of self-discipline, of self-restraint.